Hi everyone, this is Andy Bojarski again with Bojarski Realty, and in this video I'm going to tell you how important it is that you connect with a good lender, and hopefully that'll be me. It's going to have to be me on the Cal Halfas deal, and I'll kind of explain that in other videos as well. But regardless, if you're out there going to show houses to buyers, or you're dealing with a seller and you're selling their home and they're going to use you on their up leg or down leg from the house that they're selling and they're going to need a loan, you want to be able to help and advise them on who they can use to help obtain financing for those homes. This is so key. I've seen so many deals fall out of escrow because the lenders that either the buyer has or that the realtor uses, they're screwing deals up. They're not qualifying these buyers correctly, and there's a lot of things that are happening that are causing deals to fall out. And if a deal falls out, regardless of whether it's the lender's fault or not, who's that buyer or client going to blame? They're going to blame you. They're always going to find a reason to make it your fault because you're the realtor. You should have known better. You should have checked. You should have told me. They'll find an excuse, whatever it takes to blame you. So don't be put in a position where you don't have a good lender. Hopefully that'll be me. And this is why I started doing loans again. I used to do loans from I think 2001 to 2007. Probably closed I don't know, a couple hundred loans during that time period. And then Dodd-Frank came around and the mortgage brokers got blamed for all of these option arm loans, and the market tanked and the REO market came and all that. So I stopped doing loans at that time and focused on REOs and doing a lot of representing buyers and sellers. And then that kind of stabilized, and eventually the regular resale market came back where there was equity in the homes. But then I started doing deals. I was taking listings and offers were coming in and they were falling out because the lenders, the loan officers, did not properly qualify the buyers or did not properly research the things that needed to be researched. It never went to underwriting until we were under escrow. That became a problem. Things started popping up and deals, the debt ratio was not calculated correctly. Foreclosures were not identified. Bankruptcy issues came up. And so all sorts of problems caused my deals to fall out, and that's why I came back and became a mortgage broker, had my license reinstalled, and now I'm doing loans. So I'm making sure that these deals get done. So you're always free to connect with me, refer me your buyers. I will make sure that they're qualified correctly. I will make sure that your deal gets closed, and most importantly, I will make sure that you get paid. So anyway, but regardless of that, when you're dealing with a lender, whether it's me or somebody else, connect with me as I'm the mortgage broker. You want to make sure that you get at a minimal a DU approval showing accept eligible. DU stands for desktop underwriting, and the way these loans are working nowadays is the loan officer will take a loan application, they'll receive documentation from the buyer like tax returns, income documents, bank statements, whatever. Loan application will be taken. All of this stuff will get submitted to the loan officer, and then they'll use a software system called Calyx Point. They'll pull the credit, the liabilities from the credit reporting company will get downloaded to this Calyx Point software. Debt ratios will be analyzed, and then the loan officer will submit this to Fannie Mae, which is an internal portal that is used, and then Fannie Mae will run its decision based on what was submitted, and they'll issue an approval, and that is known as desktop underwriting, and that approval will show accept eligible. Basically what that means is if this approval is good, Fannie Mae will buy the loan if the conditions identified within that DU approval are met, and it'll show what those conditions are. So that has a lot more weight than some cookie cutter pre-approval certificate that these lenders are issuing that mean nothing. So never, I would say to you, accept a pre-qual letter from a buyer's agent if you're the listing agent unless it has at a minimum a DU approval from Fannie Mae showing what those conditions are, showing accept eligible. And even better, if I'm a listing agent And I have one offer that has a DU approval showing accept eligible, and I have another offer from another buyer which shows me the full conditional approval from a lender issued by that lender's underwriter. I'm going with that one. And that's what I will always offer all of my clients. I will submit the file directly to the underwriter and have the underwriter look at all the documentation that is submitted with a TBD address, okay, that identifies a property that we don't know yet. And you'll have a full approval with the conditions, which is one step higher and better than this DU approval showing accept eligible. That basically means the underwriter, which is the decision maker, has looked at the file and said that if you give me these 10, 15 items and I clear them, we're going to fund the loan. That's how powerful a conditional approval from an underwriter is. That's what you want if you're a listing agent, okay, from any buyer's agent. And the good buyer's agents know this, and they'll probably give you that. So anyway, just a little feedback from me, but I will be your main contact for all of these Cal FHA loans. And the reason for that is because Cal FHA only approves funding from certain lenders, and one of the lenders that I'm approved with is a Cal FHA approved lender. And we're going to go into Cal FHA in great detail in other videos after this video and a few others. So, and you're going to like the Cal FHA products. You really will. So again, we're going to talk about that a little bit more. But again, the main thing I want to get across is you need to have a great connection with a lender. Hopefully you will use me. You will trust me. I've done so many loans. But sometimes that's not possible. You might be dealing with a buyer that has their own lender, and they'll say, oh, I want to go with Wells Fargo. That's fine. But make sure, explain to your buyer that, look, we need a DU approval from Wells Fargo. We need to have conditional loan approval from Wells Fargo's underwriter before we can write the offer, because that will make your offer so much stronger and better versus some other person that's going to write an offer with a cookie cutter pre-approval certificate that means nothing. It's worthless, because most of the times I would say loan officers will miss stuff. And if an underwriter has not looked at it, the loan officer doesn't know what he or she may have. It has to be looked at by the underwriter. There's general guidelines that the loan officer may use, but unless an underwriter's looked at the file, unless they've reviewed and pulled different sources of things that the file might contain, you have nothing. So, other than a potential dead deal. So always, always get yourself, at a minimum, a desktop underwriting approval showing accept eligible, or even better, try and get yourself a full loan approval with conditions signed off by the underwriter. That is the ideal that you want, because once you have that, it's a pretty much a gold standard that your deal is going to close. But things always pop up. That's why you have the 21-day loan contingency. But anyway, so the bottom line is get connected with a good lender. Hopefully you'll use me. And if the buyer has another lender, then tell that buyer that they need to give you this from their lender, or even better, a full conditional loan approval from that lender's underwriter. Okay, and with Cal Haffa loans, you must use these loans with me because I'm the approved lender. And Cal Haffa, just to give you an idea, this is a program where you can buy a house with literally zero down. Okay, so you can buy 100% financing on a full doc loan, and we can set it up where the seller pays all the closing costs. So somebody could literally buy a house with zero out of their pocket. Okay, it's a great program, and I'm going to go over that and show you how that all works in the upcoming videos. So that's the whole intention of why I'm doing these videos, is to get you prepped and prepared on how to do Cal Haffa loans. So you're gonna really like it, and you can make some good money. So anyway, so that's the end of this video. I'm gonna let you go. Hopefully everyone's having a great day, and we'll talk soon. And I'm off to my next video. Thanks. Bye bye.